Hi everyone, welcome to another video of Vlogmas. I actually have a special guest today. It's Mr. Ruben Loza.
Hi Matthew.
Well, today we have a very interesting podcast. As you can tell, we have a Swiftie here today. So we're gonna dive into these questions as to like how everything happened. But how about we get started with everything?
Wait. Before we get started, I think both of us are a little undressed for this Swiftie Vlogmas.
I don't know about that one.
I think we should change, you know?
Okay. Well, we'll be back in 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. How did this happen?
Wait.
What?
I think you're still missing something.
I think the cardigan's enough, but what? Oh,
The friendship bracelet.
the friendship bracelets from
Here.
our Swifties
How do
here.
I'm
Oh my
just-
God, did you make these?
These were actually given to me by the rest
Wait,
of the
you?
fans.
Oh my God, I'm gonna pop it. Oh my God. Wait, so then you went to a concert already too?
I did.
Oh my God, you're gonna put it all on?
Oh yeah, I mean you have to get a full experience and not.
Oh my God.
You can.
Y'all, this is so adorable. Can y'all see that?
Here, I'm just gonna put all of them because
Yes,
there's
yes.
too many.
You're like, I'm not gonna be here all day. I'm scared I'm gonna pop them.
I mean it's okay. I mean,
You can make more.
yeah. I'll make-
Oh, look, that's perfect.
There we go.
Okay, perfect. The outfit's complete. Well, okay, now that we're switched over outfits, let's go ahead and get started because you know how narcissistic I usually am. How do you, like my first, like I know how we met, but like how was your experience of like how we first met, like in college and all?
How did we meet? Oh my gosh.
He has a lot of friends, like the whole campus literally knew him. So trust me, I think that'll be a difficult question for you. So that's why I was like, let me ask him.
Oh my god. Like my brain is loading right now. Did we meet through class?
It was actually through Julissa. So Julissa, is she
Yeah, we
like that's where? So Julissa's actually my friend. I don't know how you and Julissa met.
Dulce I met through class for sure.
Okay, so me and Julissa were childhood friends, and then I pretty much met you through her, and then we just kind of continued talking because we were in the same major. You did. What was your minor, or you just did full on broadcast?
Mass communication broadcast.
Mass communication broadcast. Okay, so yeah, then we were just a little bit different because that's where I went into the minor in marketing. But yeah, I do remember meeting you. I was like, this dude. I thought I was extroverted. You're extroverted to the max.
I'm
Like,
not.
Yes, you are.
I'm
Like,
really such an introvert.
I don't know about that one, but I mean, just as y'all can tell, he's very. Like, I thought I talked loud. You talk pretty loud too. It is El Rancho. Where did you say you're from again? Like Nuevo León.
I'm from Brownsville.
No. Like your family.
Oh, well, my dad's family is from Jalisco.
Okay.
And my mom is from Otro Arroyo, Nuevo León.
Okay. You see? That's where the loudness comes from, Del Rancho. So I just kind of wanted to start talking about, since we're already talking about college and all, like you were super involved. Anytime I knew there was an event going on and I didn't know how to like get to it, or I just wanted more information, I was like, I know Ruben for sure is involved in this somehow. So I just wanted to know, like, what was your main motive of being involved in literally every single event that was going on?
I guess it all goes back to the summer of 2019 during my orientation day at DTRGV back in my hometown of Brownsville. They basically played a video that once you graduate, you could become a bell ringer.
Yeah.
So I was like, throughout my 4 years or however many years I spent here, I want to make sure that I get to that point where I can be a bell ringer, because I thought it was just the most coolest thing to get, like the highest honor at the university, to get to ring a bell. And I just really wanted to be a part of all the traditions. Obviously, UTRG was not my first choice after graduating high school. I had other choices for universities, but I'm like, you know what? If UTRG is my only choice, I'm going to make sure that I make it the very best. Also, I think there's people behind us.
Oh, that's fine. They're just the extras. I'm playing. No, that's for sure. That was actually going to be another question I was going to have, because I kind of figured that you wanting to be a bell ringer was the reason you wanted to be so involved. Because just for some background, being a bell ringer is a student that's super involved, has a good record academically. And what else was it? I forgot. I think you had to do like an application as well, like kind of send an essay as to like why you wanted to represent a university like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's literally everything you did. So that's why I really thought that was your main motive. But I think something that stood out from like your whole time at UTRG was you working with the university when you were actually a reporter. So I wanted to know, how was that, and working with the university? Because I mean, there's people that like don't know what to do when they go to college, and also working with the university. Like, do you think that was attainable? Was it too hard? Was it fun?
I think it was pretty easy working at the university. You just really need to have like connections.
Yeah.
For me, I got my first job decision day of my senior year of high school, and my advisor, Ms. Norma Paredes, she introduced me to my first boss, which was Ruth Torres.
Yeah.
And I started working as a UTRGV AmeriCorps member at the high school that I graduated from, and I would help students with their financial aid process, their FAFSA, their application process for the universities. Then I started working for the UTRG Campus Activities Board as a Campus Pride Chair. Then I moved on to becoming a student assistant for student activities. Then I became a tier reporter. Then after I became a tier reporter, I became what did I become at student activities again? I became...
Was it with Alondra?
Yeah, with Alondra. The marketing specialist. I don't remember. But yeah, I mean, I think working for student media was probably a very, very fun experience because I got to do everything that I love, film, edit. But after that, I kind of like distanced myself a little bit. I started working more in education. Yeah. And, excuse me. Started working more in education, and then I moved back to Brownsville, started working in Brownsville at a community college, then I found a job at the university, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just going to start my master's program. Yeah. Because I really wanted to do more things, so that's where I'm at right now.
Nice. And going back to when you were actually working with when you were the marketing specialist with Alondra, I still remember, and I was talking about this yesterday with Alondra, just about the experience of it. I felt like you two had so much fun. Like y'all did a whole little, what was it, like a podcast live stream sort of thing? How was that? Like, how did that come to be? Or that was literally your job, like creating some sort of content like that?
I remember when so I was looking for an internship for my major because that was one of the requirements, either taking other electives or doing an internship. And I was like, I would much rather do an internship because I'm like, I don't want to take any more classes. I was already tired. Yeah. And it was going to prolong my semesters there. So I'm like, I would rather just graduate. So I was looking for an internship. I could do it with anywhere I wanted that offered like a communications internship. So I remember going to Miss Cindy Mata Vasquez, who she was the former director of student activities, and I was like, hi, so I need some advice. I'm kind of looking for an internship, but I don't know where to intern. She's like, what type of internship? And I was like, anything that deals with communication, public speaking, social media, or related to my major. She was like, okay, I've never done this before, but if I do the paperwork and I create an internship in our department, would you be willing to do it? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know. She's like, okay, I'll give you 24 hours to decide, and I'll create a contract because it takes a lot of time for me to do this. And I was like, I'm like, okay, fine. So then she created the contract. She sent me the contract, but before I sent the contract, I wanted to see like what it entailed, and the pay was really good. Which I recall a student thinks about like, okay, what will be the pay, you know? Like, what are the duties? What will I do? And then she basically wanted me to grow the student activities Instagram platform. So I was like, okay, what can we do? She's like, well, we have this streaming service that it's not really used. We only use it for like the Distinguished Speaker Series. Yeah. Do you want to take over it? And I'm like, sure. I mean, we could create a talk show. So that's where the idea of the talk show came to be. And I was like, well, I wouldn't want to do it alone because I'm like, it'll be weird. So I'm like, I'll ask someone. I'm like, who can I ask? And I remember at the time, I already knew Alondra. So I reached out to Alondra. I'm like, hey, would you maybe want to be a part of a talk show with me for student activities and merging it with CSI? And she was like, I'm all in it. I'm all for it. And that's really how it came to be. It took less than a month for it to come to life. Yeah. Like super fast. I
do remember because that was like so fun just having like a talk show sort of thing because it was like a podcast. Like this is also like I feel the start of podcast, and that was like the first I feel like something close to the university being like, oh my God, we have like a little talk show. Like it was fun. Yeah. And I think combining both audiences, because you and Alondra, I see them both as like little influencers, and having all those people like coming on and like they were following for sure to support both of y'all too, because you were going on this venture together. So honestly, I salute both of y'all for doing that, because that was really, I saw y'all having so much fun, and it didn't even look like it was a job, even though it was. I know sometimes y'all might have had your hard moments and all, but I'm glad y'all had fun with it.
I think for me it was a lot of fun working with Alondra. Yeah. She is a very fun, charismatic, just an incredible person to work with. She's a very hardworking individual who I absolutely love and admire all her works. And she's an icon, not only a fashion icon, model. She helps lots of local business here in the valley. So she's one of the greatest people I've ever met.
Yeah, that is true. And now segueing to actually your reporting. And this is actually going to be the last thing I talk about doing to your jobs. Just because I remember in one of your reporting videos, or when one of your reports or packages, you did it on the haunted house there where we went to Rio Grande Valley.
Oh,
we actually
God.
went together because I was like, I want to go because I want to see... I just want to see like what it was about.
The board house.
Yeah, the board house. I actually love reporting and everything. That's why I continue like social media and stuff. And I was like, I just want to see like a little behind the scenes with Ruben. So I told him if I could go, and he said yes. And we went. And let me just tell you, I did not. You were like, I'll see how we're gonna put this together when I get there. I was like, what do you mean? Like you had some things sort of planned out, but I just loved how you just came up with the questions right there and then. Like the lady would bring up something and you would just like go from there. So I'm just gonna ask you that, as far as how on this. It's because I don't know. It's hard for a lot of people to kind of think on the spot, like catch on to a lot of things, and I felt like you put that together very well. What do you think? Like from your previous experiences, work experiences, just growing up, led you to be so fast and like, okay, this is what I needed, or this is the direction I'm gonna take. Like being so creative is what I mean.
I think just getting the who, my God, my throat. Just getting the who, what, when, where, and why. I don't know if I said how. And like, I tend to, excuse me, oh my God, I'm like dying.
That's because it's cold outside.
I guess I like coming up with the questions like at random.
Yeah.
Depending on their responses, if I'm not getting the information that I want from them, I'll ask a follow-up question, or like there are things like they're like impromptu questions that you just have to like know, like, okay, what do I need to ask them?
Yeah.
Is this worthy? Because there's something which you'll do an interview and it could be a very long interview, but if you don't get the takes that you want or what you want your audience to hear, I'm all about storytelling.
Yeah.
Like I'm a big storyteller. I love telling stories, and like whether it is on a post on Instagram or a photo or a video, I really love the
Or an invitation.
or an invitation. I love telling a story and leaving cryptic Easter eggs, which is something that I learned from Taylor Swift. So yeah, I mean that was really how it came to be. But I think what I remember from that time when we went to La Board House was that your truck's alarm went on. Remember?
Oh yeah, I do remember that. That
was scary.
Yeah, I do remember because I had just gotten my truck fixed. So, because I did previously have a problem with the alarm just sounding on its own, like with any noise. But we were in Rio Grande Valley where it's absolutely quiet. So this was randomly when my truck would get triggered. But it was like quiet outside. There was no reason for my truck to start alarming. And when was it? I think we were leaving, or I think we were inside the house that it just started beeping.
We were in the red room, actually.
Yep.
The red room is where one of the, I don't remember, one of the little girls basically, she killed herself in the corner of the room, or like, no, she threw herself from the balcony, then her dad committed suicide. And when we were there in the red room, we saw little handprints on the blanket of like a little girl.
And they had told us that they had just cleaned it too.
Yeah, they told they had just cleaned it. And I think the scary part of that was that when we were in that room, that's one of like the most haunted rooms. That's when your car's alarm went on.
Oh, yeah. And I do remember just like weird vibes. And I was like, oh, hell no. I was like, maybe I should have stayed home.
but even crazier, the camera's battery died.
Oh, I do remember that. I think we shot it on my phone. I do remember. Oh, my God. That was so weird. And it is just one of those things where usually... I guess you could say ghosts, they try to drain energy because that's how they like try to communicate, and it drained the camera's battery. And I remember specifically you saying like everything's charged, everything's ready to go, because I think that was a busy day for you, because I remember you doing some other job, and that was just, I don't know, that's how you know we come for paranormal activities with.
Can I say something? That was awesome. I think that was, that was a day when I was the first person you ever came out to.
Oh, yeah, that's like a whole different story. It's because I feel like me and you both have been one of those people that like we haven't really came to the sense of like wanting to come out so publicly, because it's like it's kind of whatever. Like it's 2023 already, about to be 2024. Like yes, it's good to make a big deal about it. I never did, in the sense of like I just really don't want people to be like, oh my God, he's gay. Like, I just want people to be like, it's Matthew. And like with you too, I think you're the one who also said it, if I'm not mistaken. You're like, I want people to know me as Ruben Loza, not as like the gay kid.
At first, it was one of the back before because I really came out this year.
Yeah.
So back then I was very like, I don't know, like I just want to be like known for Ruben. But now
Yeah.
I'm just like, you know what? No, like I want people to know me like I'm gay. Like I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
like oh yeah, he's gay. Like oh yeah, Ruben. Yeah. Like I'm at a point in my life where I'm just like, you know what? I'm just
Me
here
too.
for the vibes.
Yeah. No, yeah, and that's good. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just never found the importance of me having to post it. I think everyone just kind of figured, like, I mean, what fucking straight man's gonna be doing the shit I do? But that's besides the point. But yeah, I do remember I also went on that trip for that purpose. So I was like, I just kind of want to talk to Ruben because I know he was kind of in that discovery process and like having another. Actually, I've never even confirmed. Would you say you're officially like gay, kind
Yeah,
of bisexual?
I'm
okay,
very,
good.
very
Okay, no,
gay.
it's because I don't know. I just assumed. I never really asked you, but yeah, I just wanted to talk to someone else who would have like similar experiences and these feelings as well. So I was like, you know what? Let me like talk to him in this trip. So we did, and then yeah,
It was very
that's it.
therapeutic though.
Yeah,
like,
because it was an hour drive and we were fucking
it was
talking
an hour
for-
drive.
Yeah.
We were like venting to each other. Not venting, but kind of like explaining our
yeah.
emotions.
Expressing them. Sorry.
And then we went for dinner at this wing place
Uh-huh.
in McAllen. I don't know if you remember the wing restaurant.
okay.
We went for wings and we were just talking there for hours. Like
Oh my god, yes. I don't know why the fuck I forgot. Yeah, we went for wings and then we're like just talking there and yeah, I do remember that. That's just like some wholesome moments I do remember.
I had a lot
Yeah.
of fun that day.
That's what I was saying. Like I was telling, like I don't know if anyone listened to Alondra's podcast. I was saying like as I was talking to Alondra, I was like, how the hell did I forget about Ruben? Like we shared so many experiences where it's just like you don't just share that with a random person. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's why I was saying I gotta get him on. Now you're here. But yeah, continuing on, just to kind of segue now, because obviously you're a Swiftie fan. I wanted to ask you, how did your Swiftie fandom begin? Because you literally, did you start the organization at UTRGV of the Swifties, or what happened there?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the Swiftie fandom. So okay, going back, I became a Swiftie in 2018. Well, in December of 2017, we were at my aunt's funeral, and my cousin approaches me. He's like, "Hey, do you like Taylor Swift?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, I love most of her songs, but I wasn't like a die-hard fan. Like I was just a fan of Taylor. Like
Yeah.
I love Taylor." And he was like, "Hey, so for your birthday, do you want to go to the Taylor Swift Reputation Stadium tour with me?" And I was like, "Absolutely." I mean, that was gonna be my first concert. Imagine being a 17-year-old in high school going to a Taylor Swift concert. Like that's
Yeah.
incredible, amazing.
Yeah.
So the next year the concert comes to be. He buys me VIP tickets. We get like floor tickets for the Reputation Stadium tour in Houston, and I just fell in love with Taylor Swift, her storytelling, her idea of telling stories through her dances, her lyrics, her aesthetics, and then I just became like a die-hard fan. And actually, that same Christmas when my cousin told me like, "Hey, do you want to go to a Taylor Swift concert?" My friends asked me, "What do you want for Christmas?" I was like, "You know what? Get me the Taylor Swift Reputation CD, and I want to listen to it." So
Yeah.
she got me the CD, and I fell in love with the album Reputation. And then over the years, she's been releasing like lots of great masterpieces of artwork and music, and that's how I became a fan. But the idea of the Swifties Club came to be back in 2021 when I was trying to host an event for this on-campus department that I used to work for. And as the campus pride chair, we were doing all our events online. So I was like, could I do a Taylor Swift event? They're like, no, because it doesn't really correlate to your position here, to your because you're the campus pride chair. You're supposed to bring events that deal with like campus pride. I'm like, well, what kind of campus pride event can I create like online on Zoom? Like, come on, like let's be real, you know? So like, okay, fine, we're gonna let you do the event, but if for whatever reason it does not turn well, we're never doing any more watch parties. And I remember at the time I proposed the idea of doing a Taylor Swift Reputation Stadium Tour Netflix watch party, and we had 31 people, and it was the most attendees to to a virtual event for a Taylor Swift for a watch party in general, because usually for most watch parties,
and
they
I
get,
do remember, like, just for reference as well, like during the pandemic, it was kind of hard to round up students.
Yep.
So that was like also his main goal in that sense, because I remember there's live streams for everything, or like it was like trying to get everyone together. So that was a lot of people. Like, I know it sounds like a little bit, but with our campus, trust me, that's a lot.
And that's how the idea came to be. And I was like, okay, I need to really market it, because if I don't market the hell out of this event, it's gonna make me look really bad. So I went onto the UTRGV students Facebook group. I'm like, hey, is there any Swifties here at UTRGV? And so many people commented, and I was like, okay, they are my target audience. So then that's when I created the UTRGV Swifties Instagram page, the Taylor Swift fan page. And right now we have over 1,300 followers on that Instagram account.
I did see that, so I was like, I gotta bring that shit up.
Yeah, I mean, in the span of like 2 years. So I'm like, it's been a fun journey hosting events with the Swifties, and really getting to know a lot of people, partnering up with a bunch of local partnering up with a bunch of RGV small businesses to help them promote their business or whatnot, or help them grow during the pandemic. And ultimately, one of the reasons why I wanted to create that was to really like help the economy at the time, because there was a lot of businesses who were really struggling, especially those small businesses that really needed a sort of push. So I'm like, if you guys can create something Taylor Swift related, I mean, I can help you guys promote it. So I know that there was like a lot of like places, like bars, that were creating Taylor Swift events in the Valley, and I would really like promote them and get their name out there, and
the bars would get full. And trust me, I used to work in one of those bars. That shit would never get full until he made, I think, how many events did y'all have in that bar, the pink one?
a lot.
And I remember every time they would post, it was full. So trust me, that was a big boost in their economy.
It's closing down.
Yeah, unfortunately,
I found out today, because Swiftie reached out to us on the Swiss Club Instagram. They're like, hey, we would like to host an event on Taylor Swift's birthday, and I'm like, I'm all in.
Also, happy birthday to Taylor Swift. The 13th, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is uploaded on the 13th as well.
Happy birthday, Taylor.
I'm dressed as you today, so I'm dressed as a Swiftie for you. And then
Mr. Taylor Swift.
I know, Mr. Taylor
Mr.
Swift. And I have the friendship bracelets already. Oh, wait, no. That's what y'all call them?
Friendship bracelets.
Okay, cool. I don't know, they're like Swiftie bracelets or something. I'm sorry, it's because like, I'm not one, like, I'll listen to Taylor Swift, like, don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to be fake and be like, I love her. But, like, I 100% support, because it's like K-pop. Like, obviously, I don't listen to K-pop, but I support. Like, if you love it, you love it. And, like, Taylor Swift's music is not bad at all. It's just one of those things, like, for me, Mexican music, like, I would dance to it, but I won't listen to it. Does that make sense?
But there's one thing that we have in common. We both love Billie Eilish.
Oh, that's true. And she just came out. Well, wait, actually, unexpectedly. Like, unfortunately, I think it was mentioned, like, in an interview. I forgot the whole thing. I've been busy, but that's crazy. Like, just how, I mean, I expected it. Like, I'm not going to lie, but, like, come on. So,
I love Billie. Like, it's my dream to go to a Billie Eilish concert. Like,
wait, actually, do you know who Melanie Martinez is?
Yes.
Do you like Melanie Martinez or no?
I haven't really listened much to her music, but I love her aesthetics. Like, I know she's been doing, like her concerts with like a mask on.
That's because it's like a whole different thing. You see?
I don't understand.
So that's
the
the difference.
Of it.
So like I'm in love with Melanie Martinez too, and you're in love with Taylor Swift. You see? But maybe your fandom's just like a lot bigger. So if any Swifties are on here, y'all can follow me too. I swear I still support. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about, because I was just like, I know you're like the person to ask about the Swiftie Nation, because like, who else would there to be asked? I feel like you're very knowledgeable of like everything there.
Now that you bring up Swiftie Nation, did you know? Okay, so Taylor Swift's management team is Taylor Nation.
Oh yes.
They reposted me on their story last month. When
Wait, is that their team, or like who runs that page? Like, it's a fan club?
Her management team.
Oh shit. Okay.
When I saw that they reposted me on their Instagram story, which is actually in my highlights, because I'm like, I need to highlight this. I was at a restaurant, and I was like, I didn't know who to tell. I'm like, my cousin was assuming. I'm like, well, guess what? He's like, what? He's like, Taylor Nation reposted me, and I was like, he's like, what? Oh, he's like, where? No, I know it was like Taylor Nation saw my story, and I was like, he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, Taylor Nation saw my story, and then I get a notification. Taylor Nation mentioned you on the show. I was like,
oh hell no.
Oh my god! I got up, I went to the restroom, and I was like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I couldn't even sit down anymore. Like, and I was having I was really enjoying my breakfast. I'm like, but my breakfast was magically interrupted by this, and I could not stop talking about it for like a whole week. I was like,
I mean,
even right now, a month later, I'm still talking about
that
it.
is a big deal because I mean, even then, like maybe she might have seen your story too. Like even though it's her management team, trust me, I'm sure it still has to has to be run by her. You know. So,
It's like, it's my dream to meet Taylor. Like,
so to any Swiftie fans, I guess maybe going to college, is there any advice you'd want to give to Swiftie fans?
any advice?
Like just for life, like live, college, anything.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I have this thing where I don't like giving people unsolicited advice, but I can say things that sort of like help me throughout my years of undergraduate. Well, if there's anything that you want to do, just go for it, you know?
Yep.
You never really know if you're going to like it or you're going to hate it until you end up trying it. And if you don't like it, you don't have to finish it. You can just end it there and find something else that you might be passionate about, or you might discover new things about yourself that you didn't know about yourself. So I guess that's the one thing that I will tell people, like, try to find things that really make you and that you love, and maybe you'll find something that you're really passionate about. I guess that's how I made my way up to where I am today.
Just being 100%, like, if you're doing something, just commit to it for sure. Like, just keep doing what you like. And I guess what is next for you? In the sense, I know you're doing your master's program right now. You're still working with the university?
Yes.
Or, okay, so I know you're still doing that. What's next for you? Like, after graduating, you want to continue with, like, the reporting field, broadcast? Like, what do you think would be your next step from here?
I think for me, if hopefully I'll be graduating in the fall of 2024 with my master's degree. Hopefully, fingers crossed. For the next year, it's going to be all research-based. I will be working on research for my final project. And then hopefully after I graduated, I would really love to teach communication courses at the university. But ultimately, my long-term goal is to get my PhD in communications. Hopefully I can get it from UT Austin.
Okay.
Austin.
Yes, no, you're right.
Or from any other university that accepts it, because I know it's a very competitive program,
Yeah.
getting into a PhD program. So wherever life takes me, I'm here for a challenge, and I'm here for a treat and for the ride.
That is true. Well, I know you've done a lot, so even if no one's told you, like, trust me, that's like a lot to be proud of. And looking from the outside looking in, like, trust me, that is a lot that you've accomplished, like, in the sense of, like, I don't think you realize how much of an impact you have on people, in the sense of, like, I know who to call, like, if I'm having a bad day, or, like, you know, I'm just asking for advice. Like, literally within this podcast, I've said, like, if I'm looking for information or if I just need help with something, like, I would randomly give you a call because I knew you're one of those people to trust. So just take that into, like, a little, I guess, compliment, like, just saying, like, you're doing great. Trust me.
You know what? Back at you. I think you have done so many amazing, incredible things. You've done so many content for social media. You've had so many jobs. You've had so many experiences throughout your whole life. Like, I've known you for what, like 3 years now?
Yeah, I think it's in 3.
And I've seen you grow as an individual, and I think you're such a phenomenal. You're an icon. One of your most recent works that I absolutely love, other than your Vlogmas series, was probably the Pamela Chu
Oh my god.
video. Oh my god! When
I did a Halloween party. I regret not vlogging that.
I was like, is this a new era for Matthew? Like, is this gonna continue? Because I thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not gonna lie to you, that's what triggered me to do Vlogmas, because I got a lot of good, like, just messages from it.
we
so.
needed Matthew back. Like, we were like, we need Matthew back.
Trust me, like, this is why I'm doing this for y'all too. Like, Vlogmas is literally my escape from, like, the reality that I have right now. So trust me, I really do appreciate having you on today.
And what's crazy, like, you were away for a while from creating content on social media. From what I've noticed, I was like, why isn't he creating content anymore? But I guess you were very focused on other careers and things that you've been doing in your life, which really have brought you a lot of success. But I was like, I wonder if you'll ever do.
I am. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Trust me. I'm done with that shit. Y'all listen to the other videos I have posted. They're all talking shit about my current job. But yeah.
I'm going to say a Taylor Swift reference. He's coming back stronger than a 90s trend.
I am 100%. This shit's not going to end till the 25 days are over. But I really do appreciate having you on today. I will end it off for today. Sorry. But for anyone that's watching right now, where can everyone find you? Your Instagram handle? Or is everything Ruben Loza?
Okay, I'm thinking. I think all my social media platforms, Instagram, Snapchat, X, they're all at Ruben Loza Jr.
Ruben Loza Jr. And I'll still spell his name out in the bottom because I'm not gonna lie, I would have misspelled your name quite a lot.
Where is it gonna be here?
Oh wait, no, in the description. Sorry, yeah, it's because I'm not that fancy. I got a new editing program and I don't understand it.
I was trying to find it. Where is it?
It's gonna be in the description. But I appreciate everyone that's been watching right now. If y'all want any more videos with Lisa, Alondra, or Ruben, there's a lot more future videos that I could do with them. So let us know what you thought of today's video. If there's any Swifties, make sure to follow both of us, and we'll catch you on the next Vlogmas video.
Before we leave, I really, I cannot stress this enough. I really want a Julissa X Matthew collab.
Trust me, it's coming. We haven't been able to arrange something. It's coming though. She's my best friend, by the way.
That. Like, oh my gosh, like I would do anything for that. Like I would pay to watch that. Like I don't care. Like,
that's because we're very chaotic together. Trust me, we're like she's a black cat and I'm like the golden retriever sort of deal. But yes, I appreciate everyone watching for now, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow for the next Vlogmas video. Bye.
bye.